Hey foodie friends, it's been a year since I did a review on my brand new fryer at the time, my Farberware. I never can pronounce it right. And I've had it for a year, and let's see how it's doing today. I'm going to put a link in the description and the comments of the complete review when I unboxed it from a year ago, so take a look for that too. Because the cord is so short, I went ahead and raised the use of this plug, which it would never reach. We got one of these here. You can get any kind. I just stuck it with some 3M stickers so that this can reach. So over the years, I've learned that my favorite canola oil, even corn oil, peanut oil, all that really is not good for you. That's a long story. So I found out that avocado oil is very good for you. And it also has very little smell. Like when I cook something in the other oils, they seem to hold the smells. So when I use this, it pretty much has no smell, where before the whole house would kind of smell for a while, like whatever I cooked. And I usually like seafood, and the husband's not as much into it. He's like, wah. So this will kind of keep the smells down too, and it's good for you. So the price has gone up on a lot of things in the last year, as you know. I was surprised that this was $45 last year at Walmart, and it's $45 this year. It's like $44.98 or whatever. I'll go ahead and show you a screenshot of that. So it's still the same price. So you'll see here how there's a max and minimum line. It's very hard to see. So if you take a flashlight and put it in sideways, after you've filled it, it'll be easier to see where you are. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it heated up. So it gives you like a temperature guide up here, but everything's pretty much 375, except it says chicken 365. So that's interesting. I do most everything around 350, and because it's not digital, it's like a little spin dial. I just sort of take a good guess of where 350 would be. So here's the spin dial. You just kind of take a guess. There's 340 and it goes, you know, just, I guess that's around 350. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then when the ready light comes on, it's ready to go. Here's the funny little instructions of what to cook everything at, and pretty much everything says 375. So you just do what you've always done, but I like that it has the temperature control. And this is my little Christmas helper here. He's got his little light, comes on different colors. Isn't that cute? Okay, so back to being serious. So the lid comes off nice and easy. The handle stays pretty cool. Only once when I had it really hot, the handle was a little warm, so I put a paper towel on it and grabbed it. This is your little filter in here, which I could never quite get that off, but maybe one day I'll do it. But it hasn't smelled, so it doesn't need any cleaning. I don't use it a whole lot, but I use it a fair amount. But so far it's still good. That's what the inside looks like. As you saw in the earlier picture, it comes with 3 frying baskets. It has the 2 small ones and this one bigger one, but this was my selling point. I like the one bigger one for sure. It's bigger and deeper. So I'm just gonna set that out there. While this is heating up, I'm gonna cover it back up. And because I'm a bit more chicken when it comes to deep frying things and the popping and all that, I like to load my stuff up here and then put it in the fryer and then put the lid on. That's what's so nice about the lid, is it keeps it from popping in your face. I used to go ahead and strain things or drain them on paper towel and a plate. I've learned that's a no-no really. If you can get just anything like a cooling rack or whatever, you're gonna just dump it on that, and that way it will be dry all the way around. It won't be all moist and slimy on the bottom. So while it's heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and get out some catfish. I'm gonna do a whole different video on the catfish. This is more just about how the fryer is working. But if you like catfish and you wanna see how that tastes, it's a brand that I haven't tried before, stay tuned for that. I breaded it yesterday. I like to leave it in the fridge for at least a day overnight, and it helps the breading stick much better when you go to deep fry it. Just a little trick I learned years ago. All right, so we're just waiting for this to have the ready light come on and we'll get cooking. Okay, so the ready light is lit. Let's fry. So again, what's super nice about this lid, if you're a little bit chicken like I am, when it comes to deep frying, but you love to eat deep fried food, you just lift the lid up, set it in there gently, let it drop down in there, you just set that back on. And it's got the little slats there that kind of holds everything in place, and this fits right through the little slat holes. You really can't see through the window. They say put a little oil on the inside. I tried that. It just gets condensation and you can't see. So you just wait a couple minutes, few minutes, and you check it. A lot of times when there's a lot of popping, it means there's still like water and it's still, not done yet. It's almost like popcorn, I would say. The less popping you hear, then you can start checking it. All right, so it's still doing some popping and snapping. Let me show you what I'm seeing. All right, so let's check and see how it's looking. So the neat thing is, you can set it right on top, and then when you're ready, you take the lid off, and we're gonna dump the fish. If it's ready, we're gonna look first. It needs to cook a little longer, in my opinion. There's golden brown, but with a bit thicker fish, I would go with more of a medium brown, just to make sure it's done on the inside. The neat thing is you can take it out, give it a taste test. If it's not quite all the way done, pop it back in. The reason I don't use the 2 fryer baskets is you'd have to open it, kind of leave it open to take one out. Maybe one's cooked faster than the other and take the other. Again, if you're not chicken like me, you're fine with that. But I kind of like it to be done, take it out, and I'm going to cover the lid back on it. I'm going to set it back up on the top here. Let it drip for a second. See, I can pop the lid down, so it's going to start popping because I took it out. I don't have to worry about that. I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. I'm going to flip it over quick. It keeps it from going any place else. You just kind of, boom, done. I can set this back in here if I've got really no place to put it. I'll just set it on the top. See how it's on the top. I'm going to turn this off. Unplug it. Wait till that is way cooled down before you move it anywhere. The neat thing is with these handles, see these handles? There's one on the other side. You could pick it up and move it if you had to. Just don't do it while it's hot. That's just common sense. But you can move it all over the place with these handles. They're not too hot to touch. So let's crack open this deep fried catfish. Let's see how it did. Look at that. That looks good. Nice and juicy inside. Okay, so it's starting to cool down a little bit. So let's crack into it and see how my fryer is doing after a year of use. It's still hot. It fried it up perfectly. It's delicious, works great. Best $45 I've ever spent. Don't forget, I'm gonna put a link in the video description and the comments of the unboxing from a year ago. And if you like this video, it would be an honor to have you on board, maybe even subscribe, maybe even hit that like button. And thank you so much for watching.